Hi, my name is Keith.
And I'm Dylan.
And welcome to the MrMaple Show. Today we're going to be talking about our top 5 mid-size red Japanese maples.
It's kind of specific, but we have so many cultivar here to choose from at Mr. Maple, and together we put together a really cool list of 5 trees for you. At number 5, we have Acer palmatum Peve Starfish.
You know, you'd be living under a rock, not a Patrick Star rock, if you haven't heard about this maple. It's very popular because of its shape. It's very interesting. It has that star-shaped quality.
Yeah. And the curling effect that the leaves have is just so very cool. I feel like it's a good icebreaker into the weird realm of Japanese maples. There's so many of these trees that are pretty standard trees, but Peve Starfish is an easy one to get into when you start to get some of those funky shapes and leaf shape and colors and whatnot. It's a great tree.
And if you really do like the color red, if it's something that would stand out in your garden, it stays red throughout the year. It changes between a very bright crimson in the early spring to a very saturated maroon in the fall. So it does have a cool maturity, and that brightness of the color just intensifies as it gets older, with a maturity of about 6 to 8 feet, so it really is mid-size. Yeah, so next we have Purple Ghost, a really beautiful reticulated Buckholz introduction. I believe it was one of the first of the Ghost series, which is, a cool lineage. But it has a really beautiful color to it.
Yeah, it leaves out more purple and then turns to a maroon color through the summer and into the fall. The reticulation on it is really, really special. It has that ghost look to it that the whole series has. Again, 6 to 8 feet or so. Not a huge tree. It fits in pretty much any garden. A must-have if you're into the Ghost series for sure.
And I know what you're thinking, Purple Ghost in a red series, but it really does have a bright red color when it first leaves out that it does hold for a long time. And it even holds that reticulation a little bit whenever it turns that dusky purple, but it's cool to see the reticulation kind of transfer throughout the year. Mm-hmm. So next we have Hub's Red Willow, which is one of my personal favorites just of the maples in general. It has a really cool, highly serrated leaf. It has very thin, kind of whippy leaves that are just super interesting and textural in a garden.
Yeah, I've heard them called strap leaves before. Hub's Red Willow is like the red version of Kinshi in my mind. And those thin red leaves on there are just such a interesting sort of addition to a pretty standard upright tree.
Something I have also heard at an open house, one of our customers has a more mature version of the tree, and it makes a lot of sounds whenever there's wind going on. So if you'd like a wind chime, a tree, very sculptural appearance, then it's a great tree for you.
That's so cool. Number 2 on our top 5 mid-size upright red Japanese maples is Acer palmatum Fireglow. This is a standard tree, a bread and butter Japanese maple. I've got a huge mature one in my backyard, and the coolest part about it is sitting underneath it and seeing the sunlight filter down through these leaves. It speaks true to its name. They are fiery, and they just glow when they have the right light pass through them.
Yeah, it is really a bread and butter maple. It's one that, it was one of the first that I learned when I started working here. On my college campus, there are a number of Fireglows, so it really is just a classic palmatum. If you're looking for something that will always be elegant and hold a good place in your garden, it's definitely a Fireglow.
And number 1 on our top 5 today is Acer oliveranum Hot Sauce.
Yeah, the name alone is endearing itself. It's a heat seeker like myself, but it's one of the newer additions to the series, it's really fun to get a newer tree in that line.
Yeah, absolutely. Super heat tolerant. This is great for places like Texas that stay a little warmer than a lot of the rest of the country. It's an introduction here by Matt and Tim. We're able to name it as a tree coming over from Japan.
It was found by Mr. Yanu over at the World Maple Park, which is pretty cool, that they have a whole park dedicated to maples. But it has a really cool history, even though it is a newer variety. If you're a true maple nerd, this is one that we maple nerds would also recommend. So it's just one that we wanted to include, as we'll be having them in the future on our Tenantons.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. That is our top 5 mid-size, upright, and red Japanese maples.
Yes, that was our selection. If you have some trees in this very specific category that you prefer, let us know in the comments. Always great to hear it. But in the meantime, take care
God bless.
and have a great day.
Thank you.